After approximately 9 months of being out of service, the T&T Spirit made its return to Tobago on Saturday for a test run. The ferry took approximately 3 hours on the choppy waters before it docked at the Scarborough port. Works and Transport Minister Rohan Sinanan was among the few people aboard the vessel. He spoke to the media at a short welcome ceremony. Patricia Nicholson has the details.
Works and Transport Minister Rohan Sinanan greeted Chief Secretary Kelvin Charles and the Port Authority Chairman Lyle Alexander at the Scarborough port. Everyone was then invited to tour the vessel. During his short address, Mr. Sinanan said the T&T Express had to go on emergency dry dock because of safety issues, and he made no apologies as he attributed the collapse of the sea bridge to poor planning by the Port Authority.
Unfortunately, I would put that down to bad planning on behalf of the port, and I make no apologies for that. I've apologized several times to the people of Tobago, and I think the continued apology was just out of line. We had to get something going, and I'm happy today that we could deliver the T&T Spirit back to the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago.
While he's happy that the Spirit is back, he said this is not the end of all the challenges experienced, but the beginning of the road to recovery.
We have a long way to go. The citizens of Trinidad and Tobago don't want a vessel operating. They want a consistent, reliable service. And one vessel on the sea bridge will not solve the problem.
Ideally, Minister Sinanan would like to have 3 passenger vessels servicing the inter-island route.
What I'm working hard to achieve is to have at least 3 vessels working the sea bridge. So at any point in time, we should have 2 vessels operating, crossing each other, so we could get back to that point where the reliability is what will attract people back to using this service.
He said they're working on the T&T Express at this time. He admitted that the Express had some serious problems and had to be taken out of service, but he expects it to be back soon. In addition, he said the Galleon's passage is on its way and it should be here by mid-May. I'm Patricia Nicholson for C News.
As the country begins to see an end to the sea bridge woes, THA Chief Secretary Kelvin Charles is asking all those who have responsibilities on the sea bridge to carry their duties efficiently so there would be no collapse going forward. Meanwhile, the captain of the vessel reaffirmed his commitment to excellent service and restoring faith in the inter-island sea bridge. Again, here's Patricia Nicholson.
Chief Secretary Kelvin Charles said the return of the T&T Spirit signaled a light at the end of the tunnel.
So I must say thank you to the passengers who rely on this ferry service between Trinidad and Tobago. You have had an extensively long wait, and today marks the end of your questions and inquiries as to when the T&T Spirit will be available for business again.
He said Tobagonians would have suffered the most when the sea bridge collapsed and that it was time for them to have a greater say in its operations. Minister Sinanan echoed his sentiments.
I endorse the Chief Secretary's statement that the Tobago people must have a bigger say in the operations of the sea bridge. And one of the proposals that I am putting forward is that the sea bridge should be a separate entity away from the port, because it is too important to just be an appendix to the port. Sea bridges should have, in my opinion, an entire board looking only at the sea bridge.
Mr. Charles asked all those with responsibilities on the sea bridge to do their jobs properly.
And we sincerely pray for its excellent performance and a service that is not encumbered by unnecessary mechanical and technical challenges. I ask all of us to be mindful that the customers have waited a long time, and therefore we have a responsibility to ensure that the service they encounter at every point is second to none.
Captain of the vessel Karen Brebner promised an excellent service aboard the Spirit.
I want to just reaffirm the commitment of myself and of course my crew members to maintaining this vessel in a standard that would help to regain the confidence that has been lost.
The vessel is back in time for the 2018 Tobago Jazz Experience, scheduled to take place on the 28th and the 29th of April. I'm Patricia Nicholson for C News.